Good afternoon, Cubes of the Cash. Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy here, and welcome to another episode of Savage Saturday. And today we're dipping into the obscure because we love to do that around here. So if the obscure is up your alley, come in, join us. The title that I am looking at today is called Krey, and it is from Gauntlet Comics and published in 1992. And it is Roland Mann is the person that is writing it. And it's fun. It's a little bit more than what I expected. We're going to do this quick review today because when I showed this in a recent haul video, I had a few people reach out that wanted me to review this because they might want to pick it up. Other people that like the obscure, that like the things that not everybody else is looking at or reading. So if this video is only viewed by you guys, mission accomplished. Let's have some fun. Okay, so we got our issue 1 here, with great cover art, just fun, a lot going on, but it does pique the interest. Now in this issue, and we're not going to tell you the story of all the issues, but we're just going to do a slight overview. We have a human tribe, and a couple in this human tribe have just had a son. Now this tribe is attacked by mutants. This is a post-apocalyptic barbarian world. Mutants exist alongside humans. They don't get along, they fight. The mutant army attacks the human village and wipes them out. And the person that killed Krey's family is about to kill him as an infant, but then decides to keep him. And he names him Krey, which in their mutant language means battle prize. So that's where he gets his name. Now, this mutant takes him and raises Krey as his own in the mutant village and becomes so proud of him. But when he killed Krey's parents, he took Krey's father's sword, and he is still using it as a warrior today, his mutant father. But as chance would have it, a human army attacks that village when Krey is a young adult, probably around 16, 17 years of age, and those humans kill that village of mutants, and only Krey survives with the sword given to him by his mutant father, who then tells him that it's his original birth father's sword. So now the sword has been handed over to Krey. He must set out in the world and find his way through this post-apocalyptic world and make a life for himself. And during that life, he is encountering all sorts of challenges. Now we're going to show you some of the art as I'm talking. Krey meets a mutant woman and he falls in love with her. But he's also wants to become part of the Red Guard, which is an elite unit of guards that protect this high priestess. And she isn't what she seems, so Krey must do battle, very Deathstalker-like, in a tournament to determine if he's worthy of being in this Red Guard. Now, once he makes Red Guard, things are not as they seem. Now, Krey and Natanya here, that's the mutant girl he falls in love with. She has 4 arms. She's quite beautiful. He's very taken with her. And he's just looking forward to raising his son. But he is called away to duty before she can birth the child. And he is away for months. He misses the birth of his child. I'm going to show you some more of the art here. And he just has a longing to be home. Now, we're not going to go into too much more, but there's definitely some things that happen that makes Krey decide that it's time for him to depart this dream he had and go be at home with his wife and son. And they don't call it marriage, they call it uniting. Great cover here. Probably one of my favorites of this series. It's just great. Natanya looks great on it. Good warrior cover. Now, we're going to talk about the art. The art is fun. But there are some issues. Sometimes art is inconsistent. Sometimes it looks like the pencils haven't been finished. Other times it looks fantastic. Sometimes the inks look like they're not finished. And it may just be the way that it was printed. But the art is inconsistent. You got pages like this, which look very finished and very done and are great. But then you have other pages which look very faded, like they weren't completed, and sometimes it's hard to tell what's going on them. Case in point, like this last page here, which looks a little washed out. Now, if it had just been inked, it would look fantastic. So you got some inconsistency in the art, but the story will keep you reading. Now, is it a groundbreaking story? Is it going to take you to the next level of sword and sorcery, post-apocalyptic fiction? It is not. But I sat down with these 4 issues. You have issues 1, 2, and 3. All right, so 1, 2, and 3. And then uniquely, this series wraps up with a double-sized issue called a Krey Special. And when you open it up, you have Krey Special Part 1 on this side. And then you must flip it. And you got Krey Special number 2. So just a little fun thing they did. But this 4th issue called Krey Special completes the tale. So what's fun about this is you get a complete story when you sit down and read these 4 issues. And it's a fun story. It is engaging. There are some obvious concepts, right? Mutants against humans, hates against other races, 2 races coming together to join and become a family, and everyone else hating that. One guy that's just pure of heart and is loved by both sides, and he could be the bridge. Unfortunately, there's too many other people in the world that create hate to allow that to happen. But the battles are fun, sometimes a little drawn out. The main thing in the story with Krey and his development will keep you tuned in. Krey is a fun character. He's a character with a big heart. He's a character that wants to keep learning, doing better, keep having experiences in the world. And he wanted to do that with Natanya and their child. And the twists and turns that happen, I'll leave for you to discover for yourself if you're going to pick this up. Now, you can get each of these issues for about $2 a piece, sometimes less. And just go to eBay. They're not expensive. And if you just want to sit down and spend about 35-40 minutes reading a complete tale, something obscure with sword and sorcery, this will be the read for you. This is recommended. Again, it won't make your top 5 list, but it's like a summer movie, blockbuster, right? You go in, you have your drink, you eat your popcorn, you have fun. That's what you do with Krey. You go in, you want that sword and sorcery fix, you want that post-apocalyptic fix, this will give it to you. Fun characters, little vendettas, humans against mutants, mutants and humans loving each other. There's a little bit of everything in it, and it definitely is an entertaining little yarn. And if you're into this sort of fiction, you'll finish it and you'll have a smile on your face. And what more can you ask for, right? I've read so much worse. Of course, I've read better. But this, if I had to give it a score on a scale of, say, 1 to 5, we would give it a 3. It's a middle of the road story that's entertaining, will hold your interest, but it's not gonna create anything on the next level. But it's fun. This is like your favorite B movie, where you just go, you read it, you watch it, you have fun, and you giggle after, and you had a good time. All right, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's a good, solid place in the world for B movies and B fiction, and it's done well enough. It's great. And the cool thing about this is a character that was created by Roland and a friend of his. His friend created the character, they fleshed it out together, and then his friend wrote him this nice note and told him that he's given him the rights to this character to go forth and make something out of it. And he held true to that promise to his friend, and he created an entertaining 4 issues of post-apocalyptic barbarian sword and sorcery fiction, and it's fun. I think you'll enjoy it. If you like the obscure, definitely check it out. And that's it for this review. Just quick, fun review, no spoilers. There's only 4 issues. I don't want to say too much for those of you who may check it out. But until next time, keep it casual. Thank you for watching.